Okay guys, so today we're going to be taking around the OnePlus 10T to see what its cameras can do. But before that, I want to show you guys something super crazy about this phone. So as you can see, 18% lang yung battery life niya, pero feeling ko mga 20 minutes lang fully charged na to kasi 150 watts yung charging capabilities niya. I'll plug it in for 10 minutes to see kung ilan percent ang iaakit niya. I'll check back in 10 minutes. Okay, so 10 minutes are up and ayan, nasa 61% na siya. So it'll take siguro mga less than 10 minutes to fully top this up from 18%. So I don't know what that does for battery health, but having really fast charging like that can be beneficial for you. Let me know if you think that's okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go get ready now and I'll take you guys with me today to test out this phone. Let's go! Okay guys, time check. 12:09. Lumabas kami ng bahay. Umalis kami ng bahay ng 11:15. After the drive nag-Spotify kami. So, Bluetooth siya sa kotse. 99%. So, battery check lang. So, hindi kami pwede lumabas kasi umuulan. So, one of the considerations for the OnePlus 10T is that it doesn't have an IP rating. So, kung deal breaker yun sa inyo, at least alam nyo na, diba? So, yan. So, we'll see what else we can do in podium with the OnePlus 10T. Okay guys, so habang naghahanap kami ng pagkain, by the way, I'm with our friend si Mark, and then Leah's there with his wife Joanne. Test muna tayo ng front cameras at test natin yung stability. Okay naman siya. Hindi ko lang alam kung ano yung mic quality niya. So, quick test lang. Walking around podium, naghahanap ng pagkain. Let's go! Kain na!
Oh my gosh, are you gonna watch it?
This is a good test of the rear cameras of this phone. She doesn't know how to separate the egg whites from the egg yolk. So, tingnan natin guys. Pressure natin si Leia ng konti.
Can you hold this?
For the content. No! I'm working.
You're making fun of me.
Yeah,
Guys, you have to learn to support your wife.
Alright guys, so kape muna tayo habang naghihintay na humina yung ulan kasi hindi pa tayo pwede mag-picture-picture sa labas. So pag-usapan muna natin yung specs ng OnePlus 10T. Ayan, tama naman pala yung pagkahawak ko. So Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, up to 16GB of RAM, 256GB of storage. So kung kayo binitan niyo pa, mabibitan pa kayo sa power ng phone na to, I highly doubt it. Kasi again, Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, yun yung pinakamalakas ni Qualcomm ngayon. And then, yung only downside na makita ko is wala siyang expandable storage. So, yun. Pero 256 naman maximum. So, siguro naman okay na yun sa inyo. Kasi sa akin, hirap na ako sa 128. So, in terms of benchmark scores, I will just be posting them on screen right now compared to some of its competition. So, you guys have a clue to see like what its power can do. Just to disclose, this has yung high performance mode turned on to really unlock the potential of this processor. And yeah, so far naman, the games I've played, hindi na ako masyado mag-games, pero yung games na nilalaro ko naman dito, hindi uminit yung phone masyado. And then yun na nga, nakita niyo yung charging sa umpisa ng vlog na to. 20 minutes, full charge na siya, which is really insane. 150 watts, super VOOC charging. Yan, super VOOC kasi OPPO nga, diba? Super VOOC na siya. So, it does get a little bit warm, nothing to get super highly concerned about. Ang tanong siguro ng mga tao dyan is what it does to battery health, and I would love to answer that question for you, but I do not have the super technical knowledge to see whether if that will degrade your battery faster. But again, if you want to keep within that 20% to 80% range, and you decide to pick up this phone, baka tingnan nyo na lang time nyo na lang how long it takes to get from 20% to 80%. Tapos, just set an alarm. Siguro feeling ko mga 10, 12 minutes bago po maging mo 20 to 80%. So yun. So that's it so far for the performance of the phone. Sana umaraw na ng konti so we can take a few photos. If not, I will just discuss the photos I've already taken with this phone at home. Alright guys, I'm here with my friend Mark. I want to ask his opinion kung nagaganda ba siya sa design ng OnePlus 10T. What do you think? This color is called Jade Green. Okay ba siya?
Okay yung Jade Green. Actually, in terms of sa design, ang ano kong inaano dyan yung kung how comfortable it is na hawakan. So medyo madulas siya, pero I think with the right case, mas ano siya. Tapos yung niya, yung pinaka-build niya okay naman. Fit siya. Yung thumb ko, abot pa rin din sa kabilang side. So I think one-hand texting, sa akin for a big hand like mine, okay siya.
So kung matte yung finish niya, would you give that a 10 out of 10?
Kung matte ang finish, 10 out of 10.
By the way guys, content creator din si Mark. Mark, ano yung channel mo sa YouTube?
The Medyo Musician, subscribe, please.
Okay guys, so obviously we're back with the wife. Wife, what do you think about the design of the OnePlus 10T? Design.
Man, that is a huge camera module. No, it's okay. How do I say this? I'm sorry, it bugs me kasi that it's not matte. So I see all the fingerprints. Having said that, I do like the color. The camera module, I guess it's something you either like or hate. Overall, it's your usual design kasi eh.
Okay, so Leah just took a photo off camera. Selfie na backlit. What do you think about the results?
Sabi ko nga, pretty pa rin ako, di ba? Hindi, husband ko, mag-agree ka.
Hawakan mo yung maganda.
Hawakan ko, okay. Sabi ko nga, gandang-ganda sa sarili. Na-joke lang. You have to agree, you're my husband. But yeah, seriously, I think it looks pretty good. Kasi sobrang backlit talaga yung shot. So I thought na, wala, it's just gonna be all white sa photo. But the post-processing is pretty good. I'm sure Jamie will show you a better, the actual photo. But you can see people having coffee, ate girl, hanging out. Shout out ate girl. But pretty happy with this backlit shot. I would post this.
So yun na nga, hindi humina yung ulan pero pagdating namin sa bahay, hindi na umuulan. Pero pagka-check ko naman sa footage ko at this part, muffled siya. So i-review ko na lang siya. Battery check muna, 81%, 5:41 PM. So not bad. And then pinag-usapan ko yung screen. 6.7 inches Fluid AMOLED display. Full HD plus yung resolution niya. Tapos it has all the features that you would expect in this price point. 120Hz yung refresh rate, may HDR10 support, Widevine L1 sa Netflix at may HDR playback din. So for me, panalong-panalo yung display na to kung mahilig kayo manood ng mga movies or ng mga Korean the music videos, K-pop MVs sa phone ninyo sa YouTube.
And yun nga, since we weren't able to take photos around podium, let's talk about the camera specs. 50 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra-wide, and then 2 megapixel depth sensor ba or macro? Basta I'll have the specs up on screen. And then you have a 16 megapixel front camera that we were testing video already. So for the rear cameras, 4K yung max niya. But if you turn on yung stabilization, yung ultra stabilization niya, 1080p na lang. And then it's the same for the front camera. 1080p lang siya max. Okay, so since we weren't able to do a real-world camera test of the OnePlus 10T in this video, I'll just talk about some of the photos I was able to take before our trip today. So before a patch or before an update was pushed, sobrang kulang ng saturation yung mga photos coming out of this smartphone. Then thankfully, after the update or after the patch to the cameras, it got a lot better. Parang okay na siyang i-post. Dati kasi parang ilalagay ko pa siya sa Snapseed or sa Lightroom para i-bump up lang yung colors ng konti para to fit the aesthetic of what you would typically see from camera smartphones. So I really like it that they pushed that update so that at least mas maganda yung look this time. Portrait mode is actually pretty decent as you can see here in the photo of Leia na parang before and after na may portrait mode, meaning yung after na yun. So looks pretty good, decent cutouts. But anyway, before this plane comes, or too late na ba, basta, I will give my final thoughts once I get back into the apartment.
Alright guys, so let's wrap up this video for the OnePlus 10T. It's actually the next day kasi sobrang napagod pala ako hapon, so I wasn't able to record my final thoughts. So final thoughts on this phone. In terms of performance, I don't think na mabitin kayo. Again, latest and greatest processor from Qualcomm, Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1. And if you max it out, 16GB of RAM, 256GB of storage. Again, hindi kayo mabitin. But for someone like me, I can actually go for the base unit because I just primarily use messaging apps and like email for my phone. I don't really play a ton of games. So for me, the base model is fine. So depending on what you need in your smartphone, again, you might have to pay or you will have to pay more money to get maximum performance out of this device. Now, one thing that I really really think is a con for the OnePlus 10T is that it's lost its identity kasi wala na yung notification slider, and if you know OnePlus as a brand from before pa, then you know that notification slider was one of their most defining features. So they're losing a bit of their identity, which you can also see in their software kasi this is still running on Oxygen OS, but it does feel like Color OS. That's skin. Wala lang bloatware. That's the big plus dito. It's still a super clean version of Android. Well, at least with Oxygen OS on top of it. Very clean, very stock experience, but again, it does feel less Oxygen OS and more Color OS. Now, in terms of camera performance, again, OnePlus wasn't known for their low light photos in the first place, or that was one of their weaknesses. It's the same thing here. Again, 50 megapixel main. It's fine when you're in the right lighting conditions, and then there is like a big difference to the ultra wide kasi naging 8 megapixels na lang siya. For selfies, I think it's pretty good. Look, as Leia demonstrated, backlit shots were really nice. Actually, I was pretty surprised for that already. So yeah, just know the weaknesses of your cameras and know when to use it. It's not super bad, but again, don't expect it to be like the sharpest quality when it comes to low light. Now, in terms of battery, it's the next day. I haven't touched or I haven't charged it. We are at 37%. Now, I have been using this phone sparingly. It's a Sunday. No one's been messaging me all that much. So it will at least carry you a whole day if it's going to be a busy day for you. But again, charging on this is super crazy, 150 watts, around 20 minutes to top this up. A little over 20 minutes to top this up from 0 to 100%. So kung makalimutan mo mag-charge sa gabi, plug it in before maligo, bago kayo umalis, habang naliligo kayo, plug mo lang, and then you should have full battery by the time you get out in the shower. There is a bit of a concern when it comes to battery health, and that is a legit concern for you guys. But again, if you want to keep within that 20 to 80% range for your battery life, just to keep para tumagal yung battery health, then I think you just have to set a timer para alam nyo yung 20 to 80% mga ganyan. So there you go. In terms of should you buy this phone, again, you just have to really look at the pros and cons. If you're in it for just pure performance, I think this is a good pickup for you guys. But if you want a more well-rounded flagship smartphone, then I think there are better options for you out there. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it for this video on the OnePlus 10T. I hope you guys enjoyed this style of video. I'm trying to keep it a bit more, less formal compared to our other reviews when I show up on the channel. I haven't been posting much. Good job to Anton for keeping a lot of posts here on the channel. Give him a shout out and just say hello in the comment section when he posts videos. But if you have any more questions, leave them down below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, sub to the channel, make sure you hit that notification bell. Again, kung may tanong kayo, leave it down below. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can. For all the latest in tech, head to unbox.ph, plus follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and I think that's it. So my name is Tita James. Peace, God bless. See you guys next time. And of course, guys, stay safe pa rin. And for you guys who are going back to school, good luck. Well, a lot of you should be back in school already. I don't say. Basta. Anyway, bye. Take care. God bless.